Happy Tech Tuesday, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And my name is Lee Davenport, and welcome to our live coaching huddle, or what techies may typically call a webinar. This huddle is designed to develop the pieces of your real estate sales game plan and give you a sneak peek into what Agents Around Atlanta Plus offers during our one-on-one coaching strategy sessions. Now, as a bonus for joining us in today's team huddle, we are giving you one no-fee one-on-one coaching session. That's right. So you can pick our brains at no charge. So email us at info@agentsaroundatlanta.com to claim this bonus, or visit our website, www.agentsaroundatlanta.com, and there's an option on the homepage to sign up for that no fee, coaching session. So if you didn't know, our passion really is to see you excel in sales. So visit us, and we'd love to help you jumpstart or even revamp your sales career. Well, anywho, let's jump into today's huddle. We are talking about nailing your first video without going to film school, and we're going to highlight 4 resources that will help you do this. Now, you've probably heard me talk about, whether you've seen me at trainings or seen some of my blog posts featured on Inman and KatieLance.com and Resource and a few other places, but I am a big proponent of video. Why? Because we are in an industry where what we're selling looks great on video. Homes look great on video. They look great on Instagram, but we won't talk about that platform today. This is going to be more about YouTube, but this is an easy way to get before many people, really for free. So a lot of times we're looking for ways to generate leads, and these ways may cost a lot of money. Particularly if you're buying leads from different sites. But the great thing about this is that not only are you able to generate leads at a very low cost, but now you're creating what I like, and that's an internet footprint or an internet legacy. So you create a video one time on maybe a community that you service, or even a neighborhood. When you create such a video, you now have a footprint where people, whoever searches for this community, or whatever you do your video on, maybe you do your video on some of the schools, the popular schools in your area. But again, when someone jumps online, searches for this, your information will be a part of that footprint that comes up. So now you have a far more reaching effect than you would have with paying for leads that only last during the season that you're paying for it. For example, if you sign up for, I won't name any names, but if you sign up for a particular company that sells you leads, you only get the leads from them during the period that you're paying. So if it's for a month or for 2 weeks or for a year, they stop the moment you stop paying. But this is something that can build a legacy for you, where 5 years from now, if someone's searching for a community and your video popped up in that search, it's still advertising for you. So this is why I feel that if you really want to continue to build your real estate business as we approach 2020, you really need to become an agent that does videos. Now, this doesn't mean you have to personally be in videos. You'll notice if you ever check out some of the videos that I do, I have videos that I'm in. I have videos that I use cartoons for. I have videos like this that are just focused on the screen of whatever I'm presenting. So there's so many ways to do videos. You don't have to be limited. Now, we're not going to talk about so much in this how to create the video. Again, we're going to talk about the resources. If you have questions about these different resources and how to use them, we're happy to help. Again, we do offer one-on-one coaching, so don't hesitate to contact us. So the number one resource that I want to direct you towards as you start to get more into videos, that's YouTube. Many times people will call the millennials the YouTube generation. And the reason why is because millennials watch more programs on YouTube than any cable network. So as much as you might think that YouTube or millennials are into like the Real Housewives of whatever city you prefer, or even Breaking Bad or whatever other cable show is out there, YouTube has all of those cable shows beat for the millennial generation. And as we know, millennials are the up and coming home buyers. They're going to be the up and coming move up buyers because as they have families, they're going to need bigger homes. So this is a generation that we want to focus on, not in the exclusion of Generation X or the baby boomers, but it is a generation that we don't want to forget, and they are on YouTube. So first and foremost, YouTube, God bless them, they have a free creator space and an opportunity for you to create videos. So this is an awesome resource and it is free. So if you've never done videos before, I encourage you to jump on YouTube, create an account if you don't have one. If you have a Gmail account, you probably already have a YouTube account, but just didn't know it. So all you have to do is jump on and play around with some of the things and start making your first video. It doesn't have to be perfect. I know so many times we as real estate agents become shy when it comes to videos, but the weird thing is we are happy to have our pictures posted on billboards. Our pictures are on our lawn signs sometimes. They're on our flyers. So this should not be something that is foreign to us, which is advertising and promoting ourselves. And it definitely needs to not be foreign to us, again, as we try to reach the millennial generation and they're on videos. The second resource category that I want you to be aware of is freemium. What is freemium, you might say? Well, have you ever noticed, like with Pandora, for example, you can hop on Pandora and listen to music for free. But if you'd like to have commercial-free listening, or if you like to skip more songs, that is premium option, and they expect you to pay for that. So that is actually, Pandora is a great example of a freemium model, meaning they offer some things free so that you can actually use it and enjoy whatever platform or tool it is. But then they have a premium option that will allow you to do even more at a fairly, relative nominal fee. So now bring that over to the video world, and what that simply means is most of these video programs that have a freemium model will allow you to create and edit your videos for free. But then the moment you want to do some more in-depth customizations, then there's a premium upgrade. But the great thing is, if this is really one of your first times making a video, the free option of the freemium models are fantastic. They will give you an opportunity to really play around and make quality footage that you can really use and promote in your business. So I want to mention just 3, but there are several quality video freemium models out there. WeVideo is a great freemium platform because it will allow you to upload videos whether you're using Apple products or Android products. If you're using your phone to capture these videos, or if you do have more of a standalone camera, again, you can still upload it to WeVideo on your PC. It will allow you to edit the video footage from start to finish. Whether you want to overlay the video with some songs, it has songs already there. It already has pre-designed intros and outros, you know how the video starts and ends. So it can look like you've done all this work, but it literally can take you 30 to 60 minutes to do the whole video from start to finish. So I encourage you, check out WeVideo. Again, it's a freemium model. So what they offer for free can get you started. And if you feel like it's worthwhile, then maybe later you can upgrade, but you don't have to. It does have a lot in its free model. The second thing that I really like is Magisto. It's great for short montages. And what I mean by that is, say, like, for example, you have a client who's buying their first home. And throughout this process, you've taken pictures and maybe even shot some video. But it is great for pictures as well if you only have pictures. So you took pictures of maybe when they found the home that they wanted to make an offer on. You took pictures of them in front of the sold sign. You took pictures of them even at the closing. Magisto is a great way to make a short video, typically 30 seconds to 2 minutes max, but it's usually more on the shorter side, so 30 seconds to a minute. It will process the video for you. So all you do is upload either your images and or your video footage. It will create the video. You just sit back. You can go work on entering some listings, writing some contracts. And while you're doing that, it'll take about 5 to 10 minutes. It will then kick out a video with music, with the intros and outros, with the transitions from each picture. It looks great. So this can be something where if you don't have them speaking, this is a great tool for a montage. And again, this is a great thing to do for every client that you have, particularly on the buyer side, especially if they're first-time home buyers, because this gives them an opportunity to really promote you for free. They're going to happily send this montage to their friends and family and say, hey, look at my new home. Look at the home buying process that I went through. And now you've branded it with your information saying, sold by XYZ Realtor. And this becomes a great marketing piece for you that your clients can send out and on your behalf. The third freemium platform I wanted to mention is Video, and this is for the camera shy. So maybe you're the type of person that really doesn't like how you look or sound on video. No big deal. You can focus more on graphics, or you can do voiceovers with the graphics. So if this is something where you want to create educational pieces for your clients, maybe walking them through the home buying process from start to finish, or what they can expect if they're listing a home, this is a great platform to do it. And you can do most of these features all in the free portions of all of these platforms. You really don't have to elect the premium. Just like with Pandora, many of us are willing to deal with an ad here or there and not have to have as many skips as we want on Pandora and not upgrade to the premium. So you'll notice that as well with these. Now, the third resource I wanted to mention as you get started in making your videos is just like that old song. I remember it from when I was a Girl Scout, and it is Girl Scout cookies time. And I'm so excited because they've now made the Thin Mints so that they're vegan, and I'm vegan. So that's been such a real treat to now be able to buy Thin Mints again. But I digress. There was a song or a poem that was something like, make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver, the other is gold. This is so true when it comes to making videos. A lot of times we want to go full steam ahead and get into some very expensive software. We feel like that may be needed, but it's really not. Believe it or not, if you have a PC, you probably already have on your computer a fantastic editor suite for videos, as well as, especially if you have an Apple. And what those suites are on Apple, it's iMovie, which I'm showing you kind of on this screen. And then for PCs, it's the Windows Movie Maker. So if you have those, use them. And the great thing with the PC Movie Maker, even though it may not be loaded on your computer, Windows has been, at least up until right now, still been giving free access to download it for free if you do have Windows on your PC. So let's use them. These are actually very easy to use, user-friendly software options. And again, they're free. So although there's a lot of great new software options to making videos, these are two free resources that are already available to you, depending on the model of computer you have, or you can easily download them for free. So I want to encourage you that although you may be trying out new resources for videos and you may be hearing about all the latest and greatest, stick with what works, what's the tried and true, and that's already on your computer, especially as you're getting comfortable making videos. You don't really want to spend a lot of money on a software program that you may not even remotely use, because whether videos become something that you outsource, which we're going to talk about next, or if you do them, but just because of your client load, you're not able to do them at the frequency you want. You don't want to spend too much on a software that really may not be of any better quality than iMovie or the PC movie maker. So check out what's on your computer and use it. Now, here's the last resource, and I don't want to overlook this. I think this is very important because depending on your comfort level with technology, you just may not be the person that needs to do your videos, period. And I do feel like if you already are a YouTuber, you're already out there looking at YouTube videos, you may feel like, hey, I can take a stab at it, and I think you should. But if you just know you have technological challenges, then don't even rack your brain. Don't waste your time. Your time needs to be spent selling homes. So find someone else that can do this for you. And maybe again, maybe it's not so much that you aren't techie, but maybe again, you don't have a lot of time. So whether you are on a team, you're building a team, or you need to build a team, which I've talked about in different articles and webinars, I'll just throw this out here. But if you're a solo agent and you get to the point where you're approaching 20 transactions a year, it is time for you to build a team. You will burn yourself out trying to continue to grow and not have the manpower to help you. Now, in growing that team, I encourage people to start off with crowdsourcing, which is what I've mentioned here. Crowdsourcing, if you've never heard that term before, it's a fancy word for outsourcing. Instead of trying to do an assignment or a task by yourself or with whoever's on your current team, you give it to someone that's an independent contractor. And with crowdsourcing, it just means doing outsourcing online. So for crowdsourcing, in creating a video or in trying to help people grow your team, Guru, Fiverr, and Odesk, as well as there's several crowdsourcing sites, but those are the three that I've personally used the most. And they have great policies as far as, money back guarantees. And if you're not happy with the quality of work, then you don't pay. And I really value that. Although every experience I've had, I've been extremely satisfied with. But the crowdsourcing is a wonderful way to build your team, to get videos done, and really any task that you just don't have time to do that won't be the highest and best use of your time. That's what this is all about. You as the real estate agent, what is the highest and best use of your time? Should you be the person making all the calls? Yes. In some instances, yes, but maybe not. And if so, and you don't feel like you're at the financial level to hire someone full time, crowdsourcing is a great way to have certain tasks done by people, and you can pay them per job, which a lot of times can make that more manageable, or you can pay them per hour, and then you can cap the number of hours that they work. So I highly recommend using crowdsourcing, not just for creating videos, but for any task that will help you do what you're really supposed to be doing, and that is selling homes, meeting buyers, meeting sellers, and the like, okay? Now, to that point, I do prefer crowdsourcing because I'm more of an internet person. I like to do things online, but you don't have to do it online. Maybe you don't feel comfortable contracting with someone to do work for you that you can't touch and feel and meet. So outsourcing is still a viable option. And a lot of times at our realty firms, the staff that works there, it's not in conflict with their current job to help agents during their off time. Now, make sure it's not. Find out from your broker, hey, can some of the staff pick up some additional work from us on their off time? Is this going to be in conflict with the policy you have for them? If it's not, great. You might have some people at your office, the administrative staff, who you trust, who you like what they do, you like how they work, you like their work ethic, you like their skill set. So that makes it an easy person to outsource your video creations as well as anything else to. Also, a lot of times college students, maybe they work in graphic arts or videography, and they're looking for opportunities to build their portfolio. And a lot of times, depending on their course, they may need to do something like this as an internship, which might be free labor. Not to say you won't want to pay them, because again, if they do quality work, I do believe people should be rewarded for their time and efforts. But depending on their school and what requirements they may need to fulfill to graduate, you may be able to have someone intern for you, and in exchange for their work, they are rewarded with college credits. We actually did do this with several college students. They were given college credits. We weren't allowed to pay them from the university. So, and that was just the university's rules. Another thing is maybe there's new agents in your office. You may be the new agent, which is fine, but there may be other new agents that are extremely techy. Now, I know this can be a gray area because you're, in a sense, sharing your strategy with other agents. I don't think that can necessarily be a problem, but that does mean you will need to interview the person and just really make sure you feel comfortable with them. You don't want to give them access to basically your trade secrets and then they steal them or do things to sabotage what you're trying to do. So that third option is an option, but you must weigh it very carefully. You must interview people and make sure you can work together collaboratively and not competitively. And to that point, I would definitely have them sign some type of non-compete disclosure, where whatever they're helping you with, they can't use in their own business for a certain amount of time. And that protects you, that keeps them honest and so forth. So let someone else do it, whether it's someone you can personally touch and feel through outsourcing or online through crowdsourcing. So that's all, folks. I hope you enjoyed today's short webinar. Again, today we just really wanted to cover the resources, not go into depth about how to use them, because that really requires coaching. We'd love to coach you if you do have questions on creating your first video. Or I talked about teams, building a team. We can help with all of those things. So feel free, visit our website at www, you've got to put that www in, .agentsaroundatlanta.com. And feel free to shoot us a message, sign up for coaching, sign up for the no fee session that I mentioned earlier. You can kind of pick our brains at no charge. So I encourage you to do that, or just shoot us a message if you have questions. I'd love to chat with you. So I'll see you around. We have our next webinar coming up on April 7th, 2015. And I'm very excited about the topic. We are really going to jump into how to generate leads with online reviews. Now, if you haven't heard how important online reviews are, this is a webinar you don't want to miss, because online reviews, just like videos, will create a legacy, a footprint for you where you don't have to spend so much money every month trying to generate leads. These will be things that once you put them out there once and it's done well and done right, you can get leads from it over and over and over again. Just like with videos, it's the same with online reviews. So our next session, April 7th, we'll talk about online reviews. I hope you'll log in and check us out. Have a fantastic day, and here's to your success.